Today we're going to look at circles. A circle is a set of points equidistant from a given point called the center. That is the definition of a circle. Obviously, we all know what a circle is. We have parts of a circle. We have the center of the circle. The center of this circle right here is P. It is the given point which all points are equidistant from. Example, circle P. P is the center point. We have the radius, is the distance from the center to any point on the circle. For example, AP is a radius. The other radius that we have here is BP or PB. Okay, so it's the halfway. It's from the center to a point on the circle. Our diameter is the distance across the circle through the center. Notice my diameter is all the way from B to A through P, the center. It has to go through the center. Your diameter is double your radius. Right? And the circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. The circumference is what we call the perimeter of a circle. All our other figures have perimeters. Circles have a circumference. Now we're going to look at the two formulas that we need in order to find area and circumference of a circle. Okay, the formula for area of a circle is area equals pi times the radius squared. Circumference of a circle, we take pi and multiply it by the diameter, which is the line that goes all the way across, or we do 2 times pi times the radius. Basically, this is the order we like to write the formula, but you're doubling your radius and then multiplying by pi. Remember, if you double your radius, you get your diameter. I like to use this formula. Me personally, I like this formula. This is the one that I like using right here. You can always double the radius if they give you the radius. Okay, so another important thing is if they don't tell us what to use for pi, you want to use the pi button on your calculator. I did write that over here for you to see. This is important. If they don't tell you what to use the pi button. So, numbers 1, 3, and 5. We're going to look at. Okay, we're going to find the area of these circles. So number 1, the first thing I did is I wrote the formula. Pi times radius squared. Then I left pi as pi. I wrote my radius is 3. Here it is. And I squared it. Then I just used my calculator. Pi times 3 squared. You could do 3 squared in your head, which is 9, and then multiply by pi. That's fine also. And then it says in the directions to round your answer to the nearest tenth, which is 1 decimal place after the decimal point. Number 3. Number 3, I notice they're giving me a diameter. So if they're giving me the diameter, I must use the radius though. So in order to find the diameter, I just cut my radius, I just cut my diameter in half. Half of 14 is 7. So I'm going to be using 7 as my radius. I write my formula. I write pi times 7 squared. I know that 7 squared is 49 times pi, and there's my answer. And lastly, we're going to look at the semicircle. Here we have a semicircle. Semicircle is half of a circle. To find its area, we'd use the same formula as we have up here. We just divide by 2. So pi times 16 squared divided by 2. Again, 16 is my radius. You're going to do 2, 4, 6 on your own. Next, we're going to look at circumference. I rewrote the circumference again here for you. Pi times diameter, or 2 times pi times the radius. Again, I like pi times diameter. I can always take my radius and double it to find my diameter. So for example, number 7. I use the formula 2 times pi times the radius. I could also have done instead, I could have doubled 17, which I know is 34, and just did c equals pi times 34. And I have to use that pi button because it doesn't tell me to do anything else. And I still get the same answer. Number 9, they're giving me the diameter. So I'm just doing pi times 19. Okay, you're going to try numbers 8 and 10 on your own. You can stop there for today. You don't have to do these word problems, but I am leaving you some Khan Academies to do as well on circles, on area and circumference. Good luck. You should get those done in class today before you leave.